And everybody, welcome to Jeopardy! God of War 2018 edition. I am your host Shane, and today, before we get into our categories, let's go over some of the rules. So the rules will be seen right on your screen. Keep your own scores, 5 categories on the board, each with 5 clues. There will be a 5-second pause after the clue is read to give the answer. At the end of the 25 clues, there will be a final Jeopardy round. All 200-point clues will be given first, then 400, 600, 800, and 1000. So the first category, we have Baldur. This is going over everything that's about Baldur in God of War 2018. Next up, we have Jotnar Shrines. Everything to do with everything around the Jotnar Shrines in God of War 2018. Next up is some behind the scenes questions, behind the scenes of the development of God of War 2018. Next up is collectibles, all the collectibles within the game. And last but not least, we do have the Valkyries, so everything to do with the Valkyries. So let's not waste any time, let's jump in to our first 200-point question. So 200 points in Baldur. Where do we first meet Baldur in God of War 2018? And the correct answer is Kratos' and Atreus' home in Midgard. It's the first time we ever see Baldur. Next up in the 200 category in Jotnar Shrines. What is the name of the Jotun found in this shrine? That is our big snake friend from the Lake of Nine. This is Jormungandr. First question in behind the scenes in the 200. Who is the director of God of War 2018? And you are correct if you did say Cory Barlog. And the first question in collectibles for 200. The main currency in God of War 2018. And the correct answer is Hacksilver. And the last question of the 200s in the Valkyrie category. What character placed a curse on the Valkyries that placed them in physical form and drove them to madness? And that character is Odin. So all the 200s are done, let's jump right into the 400s. So 400 under Baldur. What was the last word Baldur spoke before he died? And the correct answer is snow. On to Jotnar Shrines in 400. What are the names of the wolves in this shrine? And these are the 2 wolves that chase the sun and moon, Skull and Hati. Now behind the scenes for 400. This actor is the voice and grunts of Kratos. And this is the legendary Christopher Judge. Under collectibles in 400, retrieving 3 of these collectibles will permanently increase Kratos' health. And the correct answer is the Edun apples. And on to the last question in the 400s in the Valkyrie category. What is the first Valkyrie Kratos and Atreus fight in God of War 2018? And this Valkyrie name is Gunnar, or Gunnar. First up in the 600s under Baldur. Baldur walks around barefoot through God of War 2018. Name the god or goddess that also does this. And that is his mama, Freya. On to the Jotnar Shrines under 600. What is the name of the giant's knowledge keeper seen in this shrine? And you are 100% correct if you said Groa. On to behind the scenes in 600. Atreus almost didn't have this physical feature on his character until every person working on God of War 2018 complained that he did not have it. And the correct answer is hair. Yes, it was a huge thing for Cory Barlog, director of God of War 2018, to make Atreus bald just like Kratos. But after a while, even he thought this was a little ridiculous, and he kind of wanted complaints from everyone to be like, okay, fine, I'll put hair on the kid. On to collectibles in 600. How many Odin Ravens are there in total in God of War 2018? And the correct answer is 51. Total of 51 Odin Ravens, God of War 2018. And last but not least, Valkyries in 600. Sigrun, the Valkyrie Queen in God of War 2018, can only be fought after you defeat all of the other Valkyries and do what with their headdresses? And the correct answer is place them around the Council of Valkyries. On to the 800 questions, first in Baldur. Baldur never introduced himself during God of War 2018. When did Kratos and Atreus first learn his name? Correct answer is when they were eavesdropping on him, Magni, Modi, and Mimir, seen right here in this picture on the screen. And up for Jotnar Shrines in 800. What is the name of the Jotun in this shrine who stole Mjolnir, Thor's hammer? And the correct answer is the Jotun Thrym. And behind the scenes at 800, director Cory Barlog was considered crazy for adding this type of cinematic feature which got rid of all loading screens. That is the one-shot camera. And on to collectibles at 800. What is the very first collectible available to Kratos? And the correct answer is the Troll Doll. I will also accept the Lost Toys because that was the name of the total of the collectibles. And last of the 800s and Valkyries, what is the name of the Valkyrie located in Muspelheim? And this Valkyrie's name is Gondel. Now cue the music, we are on to our 1000 questions, starting right here with Baldur. What is the name of Baldur's pet dragon? And the correct answer is Dagsetter. On to the last question in the Jotnar Shrines. What is the name of this Jotun who would be the Giants' general if they had an organized army? And that is Starkath or Starkather the Mighty. And the 1000 question for behind the scenes. During the development of God of War 2018, the team traveled to what country for inspiration? And that country would be Iceland. Last question in collectibles at 1000. The very first Yggdrasil Dew available in Alfheim gives Kratos a stat boost in what category? And the correct answer is cooldown. And the last question in the Valkyries for 1000 points, and one of my favorite questions on this entire game. What Valkyrie healed Mimir after he fell drunk off a mountain? And the Valkyrie's name is Air. Now we have made it all the way to Final Jeopardy. So everyone, count up your points because we're going to start placing some bets. So this final Jeopardy's category is sand bowl riddles. Yes, the sand bowl riddles that Atreus and Kratos had to figure out throughout God of War 2018, and I personally love them, so that is our final Jeopardy question for today. I'll give you a few seconds here to place your bets. Okay, time's up. Let's see the question. Without me or within me, death is sure. Yet within you, I am life most pure. 10 seconds on the clock. Write down your answers for me. And the correct answer is water. So how did all of you do today during this Jeopardy game? Tell me in the comments down below. Tell me what game you want to see next. And if you did enjoy yourself here, please hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. And if you did really like it, hit that subscribe button. We do a lot of cool stuff here. And everybody, good night and happy gaming.